What's up, Knights? We're back with another episode. On today's show, we check in with the new unified esports team, see what the Armory has in store following its latest renovations, and learn more about a Higley Jr. running a successful small business. Get excited because an all-new episode of the studio begins right now.
So I was in storage, I was walking towards there, the lights were off, I turned them back on, and there's a camera broken on the ground and I reported it.
Whoa, how did we get here?
Okay, so where was everybody?
Me and Blue were filming interviews in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been me, I was recording voiceovers, so.
It couldn't have been me, I was fixing the lights in the studio.
Well, it's gotta be somebody. Caden, where were you?
You know me, I was just, filming.
Alright then, Caden, where's your camera?
That's a good question.
Good morning, Knights. I'm Lucy Lyons. Hope everyone had an amazing week. One aspect of campus life that many of us have been missing this year is our student store, the Armory. The store has been undergoing some exciting renovations in order to better serve our student body. Sydney and I met up with the marketing teacher, Mrs. Scoto, to learn more about what we have to look forward to in the coming weeks.
Hey Knights, it's Sydney and Lucy. This week we caught up with Mrs. Scoto and her students that run the Armory to see how renovations are coming along and what we should expect when it opens.
The Armory hasn't truly been renovated since it was originally built many years ago. So it was finally time for some updates, and we had the opportunity from the district to change it to meet the needs of our current customers.
So it wasn't necessarily lacking anything before, but what we wanted to do was improve the experience for anyone who wanted to come to the shop, and we just felt like we could do that.
The renovations came at the perfect time because the renovations were happening during COVID and when we were online learning, but it kind of worked out perfectly for us.
Our biggest upgrade is that it's now a walk-in store versus just coming up to the window.
What we did is we expanded the store, we took down an entire wall, and now there's an area for people to actually come into the Armory.
And then in the back is kind of like an office workspace for the employees, for the people running the store.
So the market is definitely competition, but at the same time, we're going to be able to have more and different products than they have.
When you shop at the Armory, you're supporting your student DECA program. My goal for the students is to have it a truly hands-on experience.
We try and take initiative and run the Armory mostly by ourselves, but if we ever need help with anything, she's always there to help us out.
The ribbon-cutting ceremony for the grand reopening is later this month, so make sure to keep your eye out and visit the new and improved Armory.
Hey Knights, I'm Connor Bosworth. Last Friday, Stuco hosted an amazing tailgate party to get us pumped for the game. Students played games and enjoyed tasty treats. The final home game of the season will be versus the Highland Hawks on November 20th. Get your tickets at the GoFan app. You won't want to miss it. It's going to be a wild game. Miss Nancy Foote, a popular science teacher whom many of us learned from during our days at Sossaman Middle School, has recently written a book about her life experiences. Vanessa and Chriselle stopped by her home in Gilbert to learn more about what motivates her writing.
Mrs. Foote is a strong woman who has overcome many trials and hopes to communicate positivity through her new novel.
I've always wanted to write a book for teachers because I thought, I've been teaching a long time and I have a lot of knowledge I want to pass on to teachers when I stop teaching. And so I started a book on how to be a really good teacher but not leave your best self at school. My heart wasn't totally in it, and then COVID hit. That wasn't a book that I needed to write. I needed to write a book about hope because everybody was so hopeless and everybody was so overwhelmed and everybody was so sad. And so I thought, you know, when I got cancer and when I had Parkinson's, everybody was like, oh my gosh, you're so optimistic. You should just write a book. You should write a book. And so I started thinking about all these really cool things that happened to me. And I had some really cool things happen to me in my life. It was really my attitude that made the cool things way cooler and the not so cool things really tolerable. I have a little card with a poem that I've carried for probably 30, 40 years. And it talks about how you can choose your attitude every day, just like you can choose what clothes you wear. And I thought, wouldn't that be something to give people hope?
Through her stories, she hopes to leave a long-lasting legacy.
I wish that my mom and dad had given me some of their stories before they passed on, and that I had asked them for some of their stories. And I thought this is a good way for me to give my children my stories, but also my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren, and people like my students.
Make sure you check out Mrs. Foot's new book, Coca-Cola Hot Pants Cancer, and like her, keep spreading positivity.
This has been Christelle and Vanessa. Peace out.
Last Friday, Higley hosted several local restaurants for our monthly Food Truck Friday event. Students enjoyed barbecue pulled pork, shave ice, and Chick-fil-A, among other tasty options. Be sure to mark your calendars for future events so that you don't miss out on this mouth-watering opportunity. Food Truck Fridays are held the last Friday of every month.
Last Tuesday, our Lady Knights varsity volleyball team fought hard against our rivals, the Williamsfield Blackhawks. And although they came up short, they played a great game.
Higley's Unified Sports team is back with a new branch of the program, esports. Mikey caught up with a few members of the team to learn more about their passion for electronic sports gaming.
Higley High School has a wide variety of clubs, classes, and events, and recently the creation of a unified esports team caught our attention. Curious to know more, we caught up with Mr. Jeff to see what it's all about.
Right now, currently our unified department, we are playing Rocket League, which is basically soccer with cars. It's a lot of fun. We're hoping that other than Rocket League, we might get to play other games. We're just not quite sure yet. Right now, we're in the beta phase of it, and hopefully, from what I've seen so far, we're doing a really good job, and I feel like this is going to be a really good turnout. So usually what goes on in typical competition, we'll all jump on Discord, we'll talk about the game plan. Usually, I'm one of the lead coaches, so I will assign a team as a defender, offense, or midfield, and we just kind of go over the game plan. And then also we will create a warm-up lobby for our kids to play a few games before the actual competition starts, just to get them more familiarized with the game itself.
Although the team is off to a great start with their season, they're always on the lookout for new members to join in on the fun.
This is definitely open to anyone. All they would have to do is they can get in touch with me at my email. You would have to have basically like an Epic Games account, and you just connect with that. Also, Rocket League is also free to download. You can play on any system, Xbox, PC, PS4, and even the Nintendo Switch.
Following the team's recent success, the coaches plan on continuing to teach, strategize, and encourage the team in an effort to win their upcoming competitions. Be sure to wish them luck on their season. This is Mikey and Eric reporting for the studio.
Key Club is an international student-led organization that provides its members with opportunities to provide service, build character, and develop leadership. Sean and Hayden reached out to a few club members to learn more about this incredible opportunity for students to get involved in positive change.
Volunteering is a generous act that has the potential to change lives for the better. We met up with a few members of the Key Club to find out how they are creating a positive community on our campus.
Students had wanted to make the club, so this would have been 4 years ago now. And admin told me a little bit about it, and then I learned more. I learned what it was, and it sounded like a great opportunity to teach kids how to get involved.
I decided to join Key Club because I wanted to create a change within my community, and I can do that through volunteering. And with Key Club, we present people with opportunities to volunteer, and you get to do it as a group instead of like finding them individually, and I thought that was super nice.
We expect members of Key Club to be role models for students in Higley and upcoming students, so maybe the younger kids in middle school and elementary school, so they know the positive things about high school and the opportunities that you can get into to make a change.
We talk about basic things that we're going to be doing in the future, sign-ups for any volunteering opportunities. We ask for input on what other people would like to do going forward with volunteering, and we go over any other information that would be necessary.
Key Club organizes volunteering events that provide students with valuable experience in a variety of professional fields. The students reflect on some of their favorite experiences as members of the club.
We created packages for the homeless, and it was just like a fun activity that everyone got to do, and then we got to distribute those, and I think it was a super cool activity. We provide opportunities for people to volunteer, and it's completely up to them. They don't have to volunteer for anything, but we just give them the opportunity and set up, and it allows them to just choose anything they want to volunteer for.
If you join Key Club, you'll be able to give service, and you'll be able to receive the thanks and the gratitude feeling from those families and those kids that you're helping, and really get the true meaning of what community service means.
If you are interested in joining Key Club, go to room 324 and talk with Mrs. Bonacci. Visit their Instagram at higley.keyclub for more information. This is Sean and Hayden reporting for The Studio.
Knights, Tuesday is the final day of the NHS food drive. The classroom that collects the most canned food items will win crumble cookies.
Girls basketball tryouts will start on Monday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. If you are interested in competing for a spot on the team, meet in the fitness center and make sure you've completed your Register My Athlete form. See Coach Lepisto in room 307 if you have any questions prior to tryouts.
Knights, just as a reminder, there are makeup picture days Thursday, November 12th for staff and 9th through 11th graders. If you are a senior, please contact and complete a studio session with Lou Coopy before Friday, November 13th.
The PSAT is just around the corner, but don't worry, Caden and I are here to help. We recently met with Mr. Walker to learn about the benefits of signing up and participating in the process.
The PSAT is a test that will be held here at Higley in January. We caught up with Mr. Walker to find out what's so important about this test.
It's the PSAT is the practice SAT test, and part of the practice SAT test that we give here in January is also the NMSQT, National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test. So it's both the scholarship qualifying test and the practice for the SAT. It's a practice test that gives very much similar questions than they would be experiencing on the SAT. And then once they complete the test, they get the results along with a tailor-made study preparation material for when they do sit for the real actual SAT tests in the future.
Why should students care about taking the PSAT?
I should care because it gives them a really good insight on their capabilities and what type of pathways they're looking for college. It also helps to prepare a planning for the remainder of their high school career, and then to kind of get their foot in the door with college preparation.
Logan Dancy is a senior here at Higley who took the PSAT last year. So, how did the PSAT end up helping him out?
I took the PSAT last year, and I think it's going to help me on the SAT because of giving me experience and giving me questions from the PSAT on the SAT.
When will students be taking the PSAT?
So the PSAT, National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test, will be administered here at Higley High School on January 26th.
How would students sign up for the PSAT?
So registration for the PSAT test is done through the School Cash app online. So all that you need to do is log in or have your parents log in. It's $25. If you sign up and pay the $25, you're automatically registered for the PSAT.
If you have any further questions, talk to Miss Gallagher in the counseling office. This is Connor and Caden reporting for The Studio.
Tonight, our varsity football Knights take on the Cesar Chavez champions in Phoenix. The game starts at 7. Be sure to wish the guys luck as they head off to get that dub.
The entrepreneurial spirit continues here at Higley in our next segment. Junior Addie LeSueur is making the most of her talent for lashes by combining passion with opportunity. Kaylee Bristol has the story.
Addie LeSueur is a student here at Higley who turned her passion for lashes into a small business.
I started eyelash extensions. I got trained 3 years ago. My mom always got them, and I've always been into beauty type stuff. When I first started, I was only doing one type of eyelash, and so I didn't really have many clients, and I was really awful. I look back at pictures and it's so bad. But to now, I've gotten so much better, and now I do 3 different types, and it's just grown so much, and I have so many more clients now. It's hard getting high school clients because they don't understand you're running a business. It's hard for me to walk around and be oh yeah, I run a business.
Many lash extension services have been popping up recently, so I wanted to see why people prefer to get their lashes done by Addie rather than at the salon.
Addie's super good at lashes. I would definitely recommend her over way other people because she's convenient, she has good prices, she works around your schedule, and she does them really well.
Well, personally, I know a lot of people do them, but versus salon, I know salons charge so much, but I don't charge as much, and it's just a fun person to talk to.
She cares about you and wants to talk to you. She's engaged in your conversation.
I love meeting everyone. I meet so many different people from moms, grandmas, to just teenagers and little middle schoolers and elementary. I've done so many people, and it's so fun to meet them and then talk to them about their lives. Everyone says your eyelash lady is your best friend because you just tell them everything when you're there, and it's so fun.
Next time you want to get your lashes done, make sure to schedule an appointment with Addie. You can follow her on Instagram at Lashes by Ads to stay updated. Keep supporting small businesses, Knights. This is Kaylee Bristol signing off on the studio.
Well, Knights, that's all we have for you this time. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next Friday with another look at everything Higley. Have a great weekend.